ladies and gentlemen, before we move to our next session, which is going to be a very interesting one, I have to say, in Queo, we always believe in innovation, being a class apart, and always giving our best to our partners and eventually our customers. So I want to ask all my partners over here one question. What is that one unique thing you like about Queo? Anything that comes on top of your mind. But before that, सारे लोग बहुत ही serious बैठे हैं यहाँ पे. Can I get a smile on your faces, everyone? Okay, thank you. All right. So let's see anybody who can just give me one specific, unique thing that you like about Queo. As we've been inventing, innovating, yeah. Yes. So Sir says it's the design that, can we have a round of applause for every answer that we get over here? Yes, thank you. Any more answers? Hi. One, okay, sir, would you like to say something?
We have a lot of things to talk about the product and the brand because this is an upcoming brand. So the stage is all ours. When we talk about this brand to a customer, he is always ready to listen because there's nobody else in the market talking about this brand. So a brand, we are the part of the team which is making the brand actually. So we feel honored actually.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and I think everybody feels the same here, being honored. So would you like to say something?
I think the brand has a fantastic legacy. HSIL, it's by far one of the oldest brands in the country. Whatever they do it big. I'm sure Queo is taking a little bit of time, but as the tagline says, re-energize and refresh. So I think I'm very, very excited to know this. Thank you.
Absolutely. And tonight is also about, you know, as I said before, we have so many exciting things in store for all of you. And as I said, we have an amazing session ahead. The stage is all set. This session is called The Q Talk with Ronita Italia, editor, Good Homes. So I'd like to welcome her with a big round of applause, and please take this session forward. We're all very excited. Over to you. Yes. Come on, can we say hi, Ronita?
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be here. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the entire Queo team. You guys are family to me. Sudhanshu, Charu, Gurinder, it feels amazing to be here, and of course to see all of you because you all are extended family for Good Homes. Sorry, for Queo. I mean, for me it's an extension of Good Homes as well. So I will not take up too much of your time with idle chattering. I'd like to invite on stage two very special people. Sudhanshu, of course, you are very, very familiar with. Sudhanshu, please, can you join us up here? And Ankur Khosla. Okay, Sudhanshu, you all are familiar with. He's a name to reckon with in the bathroom industry. He's also the CEO of Bath and Tiles business at Hindware. So, Sudhanshu. Ankur Khosla here is an architectural designer. She's, of course, also a very, very dear friend. I love her work, and the reason why we have her here with us today is also because she has a very, very keen eye on design trends in the world. So, just a quick chat for you guys to, sort of give you all an eye-opener about what's going on in the world of design internationally, in the country, all of that. So, can we please? Okay, I'm going to start with Ankur because you're so much a part of the industry. If you can shed a little light on the evolution of the bath space and, what we see today.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone, and thank you, the entire team of Queo, for getting us here to this lovely location of Goa to discuss design and to feel refreshed, re-energized. Thank you, Ronita and Team Good Homes, who's organized this entire event for us. So coming back to your very question, Ronita, the evolution of design till today, like you're saying, I think that what we all have seen in the past, I would say 15, 20 years is, a very laboratory approach of having clean tiled and Spartan toilets and bathrooms has really evolved to becoming toilets or bathrooms which have become like the new haven, I would say. It's a place for retreat, wellness, for, a place for one to be, very there's a feeling of meditativeness and the feeling to be one with oneself, a very spiritual thought, I would say. And one has seen that in the evolution in terms of the size that is a proportion to a toilet in houses that we design. And the entire aspect of, I would say, color has come in a very big way, whether you see it in the form of your faucets, in terms of metallic colors, blacks, or whether even if you see it in sanitary ware. I think years ago, in India, we used to see lovely pastel shades of colors, whether it was even in Hindware or, other fittings. And it's amazing that you see it colors, just coming back again, trending into, in this new style of design. And I would say sculptural design of taps, or I would say there's this edginess or avant-gardeness in the way design of faucets, fittings, everything that is doing. And I would say Queo is doing a fabulous job of integrating design, because I think that design is sometimes it has a very powerful impact. It's when you visually see something, it kind of stays in your mind. So sculptural design is something which is brilliant. And if you really see trends and styles, I would say biophilia, the one which is really going back to nature, to the habitat, to enjoying, the very fact that we are also connecting, in a location which is you're trying to get back to your roots or nature, is something that we all are gravitating towards. There are new trends like, for people who are very, I would say, there's a Japandi style, which is, inspired from Japan and being contemporary. So there are new trends which are coming, and the awareness of all these trends integrating into our design selections is happening, whether it's in the way we are choosing stones and semi-precious stones to clad our walls, or using pastel Kit Kat tiles, or you would call them, subway tiles. So I feel that a lot has evolved if you're able to understand the style and the material and even the technology that has come in. You're able to kind of infuse spirit into people who are really purchasing these fittings.
Yes, and there was something that Charu was talking about, which is essentially the bath lounges. It's not the bathroom anymore, it's bath lounges. I'm going to now bring this to you in terms of the future of the bath space. It's a personal sanctuary. You've already kind of called it a lounge. What's next?
Yeah, first of all, I think I agree with Ankur here. I think what's happening, the trend as a trend is that, and I'm not seeing it from from somebody who's designing houses or bathrooms. I'm seeing from somebody, from all my dealers' perspective, from a company's perspective, who's actually selling these products to consumers, right? And looking at it from a commercial sense as well. Yeah. So what we see is a lot of, like for example, like you said, those colors coming back, but not those same old pastels. What we're seeing is now deeper stronger, very richer hues of colors, be it in faucets, be it in ceramic. You're seeing, those peacock blues, those really dark, the black mattes, the white mattes. So they're very, very different colors rather than those earlier pastels which are there in ceramics. So you see a lot of that coming back. You, of course, see biophilia there. Of course, a lot of people looking into, natural products, natural colors, the hues of greens, those earthly colors, which are, so close to consumers right now, makes them closer to come to nature and help them de-stress. So what's happening is, like you said, bathrooms have become a place for private sanctuaries, where people totally de-stress themselves. It's like coming to Goa, right? Going to your bathrooms. So you totally go there to de-stress yourself and make sure that you're ready, and you're ready for the travails of the next day. The work, the way the people's lives, are these days. There's so much of stress. There's so much of pressure on them all the time. So these bathrooms have become those private sanctuaries there. So we now, as an organization, we are investing in products. We're coming out with specific products which can really help elevate the bathroom experience to the next level. One interesting thing which we are seeing is that so people are expecting these products to be different, unique. They're expecting these products to be as close to nature as possible. Still, they expect them to be high on technology. So it's a kind of a dichotomy there. So you want it to be closer to nature, but you still want it to be high in technical. So which is like a very fine balance. Every brand has to take right now. So for example, Queo, you need to evolve in terms of technology, but still, when the consumer uses it, he should feel that he's made a natural bathroom, right? So it's a balance which
like
every brand has to take.
Look.
Yeah. So it's a difficult balance, and I think that's a task the product team and the marketing team has for all companies, and of course for Queo as well. So I feel that's the future. That's the future of bathrooms right now.
Completely agree with you. I'm not letting you go still. So would you then say that wellness is a big part of an upcoming trend, or something that's been there and thanks to the pandemic it's become more pronounced?
No, so if you look at statistics and see how people are using spa these days, when they go abroad, or they go on holidays, or even if they're not on holidays, when they're, as a break from their daily routines, the usage of spas is actually increasing substantially in people's lives. I mean, they take a break to go to the steam, the sauna, and maybe take a massage as well. So I think what's happening is the bathroom spaces are now converting into a space which is very similar to a spa at home, a personal oasis where they can cocoon themselves. Cocooning is the latest trend over there. So cocooning themselves in this luxury of in a kind of a luxury and comfort of their bathroom, and actually totally disassociating themselves from the let's say the stress of life right now. So taking a break. So I think that's what's happening right now, and that's a trend which is catching on. This will keep on going. That's something which again, every brand has to work on to make sure their products, their offerings, the positioning which they're keeping in the market has to be addressing this. Otherwise, they will alienate all their customers. And if you want to be with the customers, you have to really address these trends in the market.
Nice. Okay, so specifically with regard to some of the products that you guys are offering, can you give us some examples in terms of what you would expect, or what you are expecting to pick up in terms of wellness, minimalism, color, of course?
Yeah, so if you look at all our new launches, and they're there at the back, I'm sure it's not yet been unveiled. There's still a curtain over there. The product team is waiting to unveil. So if you see them, and I should not really,
Don't talk about them yet.
Not yet. But I think the minimalism is there in design. And unlike what Ankur was talking about in terms of the richness of color is actually there in the PVD, as we call it, the PVD faucets faucets, the colored faucets which we are launching. So that richness of color, the minimalistic designs, they're all there. That's what we're doing right now. So we are not leaving anything to chance here. We are reading the consumer as we're talking right now, and I would say the learning which we are getting from the consumer reading is actually converting into our products, and that's what we're offering. So we have all these products. I mean, I can't talk more about it because it's not yet launched. Yeah.
Nice. Lots
Could I this thing, Sudhanshu, your conversation is really inspiring me to just give like a suggestion. So I think Queo is also inspiring everyone to change their stores, and I must compliment on the new stores. But I was just saying that, as a designer and as maybe even a client, when you take them, probably you could, create a small room or a small box with, like how you have drapes, like you just right now mentioned that, when something is behind the drapes, it feels like, oh, I'm going to enter a space of surprise. And maybe you could create a very biophilic environment or, a sense of cocooning, and wherein a person says, okay, I've come to your store and I've come here for half an hour to spend some time with Queo products so that I could experience it. I feel sometimes, yes, you as a designer, for me, what is really exciting is the way we communicate our design thought to a client. And for y'all, it would be lovely if the experience created in the store is one of a surprise, cocooned space dedicated to something that, you didn't experience. But maybe someone would come up and say, oh, wow, you made me feel as if I was in Goa for half an hour. So maybe this trip to Goa is going to inspire you all to create a mini Goa in your spaces and stores.
No, that's a brilliant idea. I'm sure my marketing team is listening, and maybe that's the next launch. We'll call you for that as well.
Most welcome.
Okay, so before we wrap this up, Ankur, a quick idea in terms of, since you're that clued in with everything that's going on, globally, as well as what you're looking out for within the Indian industry as well. In terms of trends, what are we looking forward to in the bathroom space?
So definitely what Sudhanshu said is technology is, I think we are tech addicts, I would say, by now. All our digital phones have made us very tech savvy. And technology is now no longer to the new Gen Z or to the generation. I think everyone is very tech savvy. So advancements, I would say, in terms of, programmable showers where you can, create settings through your phones. You're able to connect to which setting or mode of a shower that you want. I mean, probably this is something some of it may be happening, some of it is in the pipeline that you see. Definitely you see a lot of chroma-therapy. I would love to, I'm extremely fond of aromatherapy, so I would say I'm waiting for a shower which also gives fragrance along with water. Yes, music is something that you kind of obviously would love to have, maybe integrate in the shower or around it.
Bluetooth showers.
Bluetooth showers, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of technology advancement would be coming in, whether it's in your WCB days, your attachments of your, the way the water temperature, I would say the air drying technique, odor absorption technique. So I think there is a lot in terms of technology and technique of what the device can do. I feel given our current scenario, I would say for people who are more, germophobic, would love to have contactless faucets, which are easy to operate, because sometimes you want to consciously save water, and you'd want to be able to use the faucet easily without using the taps and the levers. And the other thing that I feel which is going to be extremely big is sustainability. I think that water is going to become a luxurious commodity in another 15, 20 years. And the knowledge and the awareness of it will seep into us, and it'll start getting integrated into eco-taps and eco-fittings. So I think there are technological advancements wherein air is mixed with water for better showering experiences. So I feel that the need to save water through wise usage of fittings and faucets, as well as the ability to have technology to support us in doing so. So I think these are things which will make our experience, like Sudhanshu said, we're walking on a tightrope. You want to have an enjoyable experience, but you also want to be wise about your decision of how you use water.
Nice. Okay. I can see that a lot of them behind there are kind of losing their patience. Everyone wants to see the new products and everything that's lined up for the evening. So with that, thank you very, very much, Ankur, for being here with me. Thank you, Sudhanshu, for having both of us here.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you so
Ronita,
much.
for you to
It's been amazing. I mean, I think this chat is so inspiring.
Yeah, also and the exciting stuff happening. And thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. Have a wonderful evening. And with that, I think we will end the chat.
Thanks a lot.